After making her first delivery, she heads to her second client. Arriving at a large mansion, she is escorted by Bertha to meet the madam of the house, who is distressed because her electric stove will not heat and she cannot cook the herring and pumpkin pot pie she wants delivered. She pays Kiki anyway, since it was not Kiki's fault the pie is not ready. Kiki does not feel right in taking money for a job unfinished, however, and recommends they use the old fire-driven stove since she knows how to work one. It needs to be cleaned and prepped first, until Madam points out that the clock is 10 minutes slow. The pie is done, and Kiki rushes off to deliver it through a rainstorm. She delivers it to the madam's granddaughter, who is less than thrilled to receive it. Back at the bakery, Tombo takes a final look at his watch before leaving. The following morning, Kiki awakes with a fever and severe cold. The next morning, Osono has another delivery for Kiki to the Kopori residence. She notices that Gigi seems to have finally made friends with Lily, the cat next door, and heads off to make the delivery. Lost, she is looking around when Tombo appears. He asks if she is out for a walk, and she replies she is looking for the Kopori residence. Tombo replies that his last name is Kopori, and that he will be right down. Kiki apologizes for not making the party, but Tombo is too excited, showing her the reason they held the party, to celebrate their new self-propelled flying machine. He explains that the wings and fuselage are being built someplace else. Tombo asks if she would like to come see the dirigible down at the beach, and Kiki agrees. Tombo decides to take their bike power source out since he needs to train. Kiki states she has never been on a bike before and is unsure what to do. They launch into the street on a wild ride, showcasing some of the awesome artistry that is Studio Ghibli, and end up flying off a ledge and soft landing into the grass. Both are unharmed, and Kiki actually bursts out laughing with relief at making it. On the beach, Tombo asks Kiki what it was like when she first flew, and Kiki replies she was too young to remember. Kiki admits that Tombo is a nice guy, and not the juvenile delinquent she first thought him. A car of Tombo's friends pulls up, and they tell Tombo they are giving tours of the dirigible. Tombo is anxious to go and invites Kiki, but she declines. At dinner that evening, Kiki berates Gigi for being late, and Gigi replies with a meow. Suddenly, Kiki realizes she can no longer talk with Gigi. She tries to fly on her broom but fails. She runs outside and tries again and again, but she just ends up breaking the broom. Kiki returns to her room to start work on a new broom when Ursula shows up to visit. Kiki plays the hostess while Ursula asks how the delivery business is going. Kiki quickly states she is taking some time off, but Ursula suspects it is something else. She invites Kiki and Gigi to come back to the cabin with her. Kiki agrees while Gigi decides to stay behind with Lily. They take a bus and then hitchhike the rest of the way. She explained that she had decided to become an artist when she was 13, but that she soon grew disenchanted with her work. She realized that she was just imitating the work of others and had to create her own style. They talk more throughout the night, and Kiki begins to feel better. At the bakery, Osono is on the phone with Kiki, informing her that the madam wants Kiki to stop by if she can. At the madam's house, she gives Kiki a cake as a thank you for her help with her granddaughter's present. On the television, a large wind gust catches the spirit of freedom and starts to whip it around. The mooring crew tries to bring it under control, but the dirigible breaks free and rises upward, shedding the mooring crew until only Tombo and a patrol car used to help anchor the dirigible are left hanging. Seeing the images on television, Kiki rushes off to help him. Tombo loses his grip and slides down the rope. His impact breaks the bumper free of the patrol car, which falls to the plaza below. Kiki grabs a broom from a street sweeper and tries to lift off, but with no luck. Concentrating her energy and focus, she finally succeeds and takes off to rescue Tombo. The dirigible, helpless in the wind, drifts towards the clock tower. People on the clock tower try and grab Tombo as the dirigible grows closer, but the nose crashes into the tower itself, and the dirigible's rear, now heavier due to the helium release, crashes down on the other side of the square. The impact snaps the bumper off, and Tombo is left dangling from the end of the rope, his grip slipping. Kiki, still struggling with controlling her flight, tries to grab Tombo, but she is unable as Tombo's hand slips off the rope. Kiki dives down in chase and catches his outstretched arm. The two settle softly onto a safety net to the cheers of the crowd. After the incident, Kiki continues to live in town with. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe and suggest the next anime to recap.